Hi, everybody. Diane, Healing Bodies, Healing Souls. And I've been sitting here for a few minutes, and there's a part of me that just doesn't want to be nice right now, but I'm going to try to be. So many people complain about where they are, that they don't have what they want, whether it's money or relationship or whatever. They want to complain, but they don't want to change. And that's the part that makes me upset. You can have whatever you want. It's just going to have to put a little bit of work into it, roll up the sleeves and change. Is it difficult? No, it is not difficult if it's going to get you what you want. There's a reward out there. Okay, I'm going to try to calm down. It's easy to manifest. It's easy to change. But I'm finding so many people want to argue for the wrong side. They want to argue, but yeah, this is what I do and this is why I do it. And it's just like, shut up. If it isn't working, don't keep repeating it that way. I don't even want to know how you're doing it wrong. I do not want to know how you're doing it wrong. I just wanted you to drop the story, change 2, 3, 5%, and start getting back on the right track. Money's easy to manifest. It's like air, it's like oxygen, it's all around you. But in your story, listening to your story, listening to your vibes, listening to your energy will tell me if you're in alignment of getting more or if you're stuck, not getting anything, and or if you're losing everything. So take a couple deep breaths with me. I'm trying to stay real relaxed. And I want you to change if you want to change. And if you're in a bad relationship and you want to get out, don't keep telling me about the damn bad relationship. And thank you. If you're not making good money and you keep wanting to justify why you have to stay in this job career that you are in that's not working, I don't want to hear it. I'm just done listening to low vibrational stories and having people argue on the wrong side. Change, people. Move forward. Take responsibility. Absolutely nobody in your life is responsible for you outside of yourself. Look at the one in the damn mirror. He or she needs you so much more than anybody else's approval, and you're not going to get approval from others like you could get from yourself. So look at your life as a full 360. You're either really, in truth, doing it really well or not doing it well. And if you're doing it well, hey, you're my homies. I dig this. And if you're not, you could be my homie. You just got to change the story, change the pattern, which changes the energy of who you are so you can manifest what you want. And yeah, it may take a minute or a day or even a year, but at least you're moving forward. And thank God people are starting to move forward when I work with them. I had one guy where I doubled his income in 2 months because he didn't realize how he was showing up. It was almost like shooting himself in his own foot. And once he started to see what the world's seen in him, in he's really quite pathetic. I didn't make him pathetic, but he was. Once he started to realize that and shift, boy, howdy, things started to happen. And I believe all of us want to change, but a lot of people don't. And what I'd like for you to do is change. So you don't have these poor me stories or justified stories of low vibration why you stay stuck. Because when you're in the presence of somebody like me, it doesn't fly well. And does it take courage to change? Okay. What's your point? Does it take getting rid of the old to bring in something new? Okay, yeah. What's your point? Can you do it? Absolutely. The real question is, will you? And what I do is I get you to focus on what you want, and we stop worrying about all the little stuff, and we 100% stop talking about why we don't have it. Everything is language. Everything is manifest through your language, which is connected to your energy. So hopefully this made you feel like I can do it. I don't want you to hide anymore. And in truth, that's what people do. They hide when they're not doing well. That's just not a good life. It's a life that you may have chosen in the past, but you don't have to choose it anymore. So get up, roll up those sleeves, stand up, and move forward. And I 100% completely know that you can adjust 2, 3, 5%. And then each day, each week, adjusting a little bit more, adjusting a little bit more, will get you the results that you want. So you won't be bitching, whining, moaning, and complaining. And that you'll be part of the good. Years ago, when I had my first Harley, I signed up with a bunch of guys and we rode to Laughlin, Nevada, which was, I guess I want to say it took about 10, 12 hours to get there. Some people trailered, some people drove or rode in one day, some people took 2 days. But I showed up new, my knees were shaking. I'd only had my bike for a couple weeks and my license for a couple weeks. And I showed up and I did it, knees shaking. And what did I do? I believed in myself. And I told myself, you cannot bitch, whine, and complain and moan. You're just going to show up and you're going to do it. And you're going to figure out as you do it. There were 23 bikes. One guy dropped his bike as we were leaving. So now there's 22 bikers. I'm the only female that's riding her own bike. I knew 2 guys by their first name. And the 3 of us made it in 8.5 hours, which is pretty much a record. And why could I show up brand new right out of the gate and do a record drive or ride? I didn't give myself another option. If I'm going to show up and do it, I'm just going to show up and do it. And in showing up and doing it and figuring it out as you go, you are somewhat unstoppable. 5 days later, when I rode back home, I was a seasoned biker. And why? Because I did it. And I didn't know how I was going to do it. But I have a deep belief system in myself that I say yes, I'll figure it out along the way. Which means to you, you don't need to know how to do it. You don't need to know all the steps. You just need to believe in yourself. And I can help you believe in yourself quickly, fast, easily, fun. I want you to create happiness, especially if you have children. It's almost mandatory. So giddy up, give me a call, and or do your best, and keep me posted, please. I'd love to hear. Thank you.